The Maldives is running out of time. The island chain in the Indian Ocean near India lives and dies by the ocean. Tourists flock there for its beautiful beaches and crystal clear waters. But it's those waters that are slowly eroding the islands away thanks to rising sea levels due to climate change. The president of the Maldives told world leaders at the COP26 summit that curbing climate change is a life or death proposition.
Our islands are slowly being inundated by the sea one by one. If we do not reverse this trend, the Maldives will cease to exist by the end of this century.
Well, time now for the exchange. I spoke with the Maldives Environment Minister, AMINATH, SHAUNA. She says the effects of climate change are here and now. So, SHAUNA, just for our viewers, explain what the effects are of climate change in your country right now.
The Maldives is about 1,200 islands. Most of the islands are just about a meter above sea level. Our islands are eroding, our coral reefs are dying. We have run out of fresh water. When it rains, our islands are getting flooded. The threat of climate change and what's happening in the Maldives is very real. It's an everyday battle for us.
Back in 2015, when the Paris Agreement was signed, the rich developed countries pledged $1 billion to vulnerable and developing countries like yours. Have you seen any of that funding?
Vulnerable countries and small island states have not really received the funding that was pledged in Paris in 2015. And since 2015, the Maldives has been approved just one project, and even that has not been realized yet.
So how much frustration is there in your country that 6 years on, these pledges, these agreements that were signed have not come to fruition?
Well, the IPCC report clearly states what would happen to countries like the Maldives if we continue business as usual. The difference between 1.5 and 2 degrees is really a death sentence for us. It is disheartening, it is disappointing that we are not going forward with what we have agreed. But countries like the Maldives, our survival depends on these agreements, and we don't have the time to be pessimistic about it. I still hope there is time that we can come together and agree on these ambitious targets that we have. And there is time for us to save countries like the Maldives.
So what do you make of it, SHAUNA, when you hear other leaders from wealthy countries like Australia say that aiming for 1.5 degrees Celsius is a tall order? Even that is ambitious.
I think the world has the technology, the finance, and the science is so clear on it. The only thing that we really need is the political will to make these ambitious decisions right here. We know that if the world can come together to resolve issues like the global pandemic, we can resolve it. So for me, it's really a matter of survival, and we don't have the time to debate about these things. The planet doesn't have rooms for negotiations, and we just have to agree on it, and we cannot afford to go back on anything at this moment.
So right now you're dealing with these 3 existential threats. You're dealing with the rising sea levels, which will be potentially submerging islands. You've got the changing and severe weather patterns, the changes to the monsoon, flooding, as you mentioned, and also the rising sea levels, which of course is killing coral. What is the greatest threat right now to your country? And explain for us what you're hoping to happen over the next few days at this climate summit.
The greatest threat for us is climate change. It affects our income, our survival, and our food as well. And we expect nothing less than what we have been advocating for. We want the countries to come together and agree to limit and keep the global temperatures at 1.5. And we want the countries to come together and release emergency finance for countries like the Maldives to adapt to the changes of climate change.
So what else can be done? Because when we see the pledges that were made 6 years ago in Paris, most of those pledges, most of those promises haven't been met. Those goals haven't been met by any of the countries that signed them. What can you do to ensure not only that you agree to some form of action during this climate summit, but then countries follow through on that action?
Countries haven't followed through on the actions, and that's something that we have been raising our voice constantly in meetings. This morning I met with the Secretary General as well, and this is something that we raised. What is that we can do? And the problem is, this is an issue of our generation now. We are talking about what the IPCC report says is things will be very extreme in the next 2 or 3 decades if we don't agree on limiting global temperatures to 1.5. So this is the last generation, our generation is the last generation that can make a difference and turn things around. And I think there's still time to do it. And we have to agree that we can come together if we have the political will, and it's not rocket science to be able to do it. The finance is available, the technology is available. We have knowledge to really do what is needed to prevent a climate crisis and to prevent a climate disaster all across the world, not just small island nations. We're talking about what's happening in New York, what's happening in Germany, in China, in Delhi. Every country in the world, we are experiencing climate changes and the impacts of it and how it affects our daily lives as well. So this is no longer an issue of small island states. So countries will come together and make the right decisions on these things.
All right, AMINATH, SHAUNA, the Environment Minister for the Maldives. Good to have you with us. Thanks so much for your perspective.
Thank you.
Well, in India, the 5-day festival of lights known as Diwali is in full swing. Shoppers throng local markets in search of colourful artworks and decorations on Tuesday in preparation for the rest of the week. During the main celebration, more than 1 billion people across 5 faiths worldwide will exchange gifts, spend time with loved ones, eat and pray. Thanks so much for watching One World today. I'm LYNDA KINKADE. African Voices is up next. You're watching CNN.